What's up everyone, this is Kyle here, you're watching Drivin and Vibin. Today, Olivia and I are working on the Airstream again. We're gonna be wrapping up some smaller projects and also working on replacing one of the old plexiglass windows, so stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel everyone. So today, the big project at hand is trying to replace this plexiglass window. All of the windows that are made of the plexiglass in the Airstream have clouded over time, have gotten these small cracks in them. In this one specifically, I straight up cracked whenever we were taking down the wooden frame, whenever we reconnected the shell to the frame. So this one has to be replaced. Today we're going to be working on that. Hopefully by the end of the day, because it's sunny all day, we will have a new window in there sealed up, ready to go. So let's get to work. So I'm not sure how it comes out. All the caulk might be holding it together, but I gotta try to get this thing off. Alright, so I just got the plexiglass out of the window frame and it was quite challenging. You can see here, it's joined together on the top and the bottom. They have this little steel bar that slides in very tight. So I don't want to do it right now because I'm going to have to get it back out and it'll be challenging. But once I get this new piece of Lexan back in, just this metal bar slides into each other and then two tiny screws go down to kind of connect it that way. I thought I was gonna have to take this bottom one off as well. It's done the same way, but it looks like I can keep that one in, which is good. And also on the Airstream forum, we read that people have been able to reuse this piece, which we will attempt to do because it fits perfectly. But we also got some butyl tape and stuff like that to make sure we get the seal perfect. Alright guys, so this is the piece of Lexan we'll be using. It is the same thickness as the plexiglass that was used in the Argosy window. So most Argosy windows are not made of plexiglass. It is a feature specific to the minuet version of the Argosy. So that's kind of why we have to go through this process, and there's not very many resources online. But what I'm going to do is use the old window as a template, set it on top of the Lexan, and then just trace it and cut it and hope everything turns out well. So let me get this thing traced. so I got it cut, and I got it cut with a jigsaw. I actually used a wooden blade on it, even though it was a finer wooden blade. This was one of the things I was very concerned about. I did a practice area first to see how it would cut. And honestly, for what we're doing, I was very pleased with how everything worked. Nothing really chipped. All of the area, probably at least 1/4 of an inch, won't even be seen because it will be covered with a weather stripping and inside the window. So I'm very happy how easy it was to cut out this piece.
Looks great.
Yeah, thank you. What'd you think? You thought it was gonna happen or not?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to look so smooth. I mean, it looks just as or more smooth and clean cut than the one we just took out.
Yeah, and the one we took out did not have clean circular edges on it, just to let you know. Whoever was cutting it, obviously they knew enough of the pattern to follow, but there wasn't like perfection around the corners. So that was what we were working with.
So it is crystal clear, just like glass, but more durable, and we're excited to install it. And it would have been way cheaper than buying a whole glass replacement for the Airstream. All of those windows that I've looked at for the replacement windows are at least $200 a piece because of the curved glass and the way it's riveted in. So I'm excited to put it all together again. The whole sheet did cost 80 bucks, but I think we can get 2 windows a piece out of 1 sheet. So not too bad overall. We'll probably need 1 more sheet,
2 more
two more sheets to complete the project.
All right, guys, so what we're doing is buck riveting. You can see Olivia in there. Will you hold the bucking bar up? So that's the bucking bar. What we do is stick these rivets through, and with a pneumatic air gun from Eastwood, it's awesome. We just put this up there, Olivia does the bucking bar, and we get it bucked. And if you're wondering why we're drilling out the holes, it's because we step the rivets up to 5/30 seconds. Now that's a little bit larger. That way we can ensure that we're putting a bigger ribbon that fits snugly and we don't have leaks. Fortunately, Vintage Trailer Supply makes those rivets to have the same size head as their traditional Airstream rivets, so that way the head doesn't look any bigger. But that is why I'm drilling out. So with a little trial and error, we're having some pretty good success. It just takes some time though, so let's knock these out and then we'll show you how it's looking after we do this, and we gotta seal up a few more things. All right, so it was a very long day of work. That project, for a moment there, I thought we weren't going to finish it today.
Yeah, but it came together and it is installed and it looks great.
The improvement is, I mean, a world's different. This is what the old one looks like. I mean, scratches. It has this like cracked haziness to it.
Yeah, it's like crazed in there and just looks kind of like a spider web through there, and it had holes in 2 places. And it just didn't look like it was going to last much longer, and it was kind of warped from being in the sun for so long. So the other windows thankfully won't have to be drilled out and re-riveted. They have like a metal frame around them. I don't know how that detaches or reattaches, but I guess we will be finding out here soon.
And if you are watching this because you have an Argosy and you're looking to do this project, just know that detaching the window frame to get the plexiglass out, for me, was the hardest part of all. It just takes patience, and you actually, at least for us, had to get in there with a hammer and a straight head screwdriver and just really work it hard.
And there's just a lot of cleaning off old caulk and just sealant, and it's just kind of messy, and it takes a while to get all that old stuff off. But I think I'm super happy with how this turned out.
Me too. And we actually, this was our first time to buck rivet together, and I think, hey, we should go to air school, because I think we could have a trade in this.
Yeah, if you look at them up close, you can definitely tell it was our first time. Not so much on the outside. The outside, the first few did have like a little bit of a dimple in them because we weren't using the right size like head on the air gun, but that's not too big of a deal. On the inside, where it kind of mushrooms out, where it hammers against that like bar of metal, like if you lose your grip and slip, it'll kind of go wonky or whatever, and you have to find the right length one for each one. So we were using 3 different length rivets for this, and just different areas were thicker than others. So it was just like a learning process, and now we know how to do this, and we will be prepared for the next time.
And 2 big shout outs are due. First to Eastwood. They sent us that pneumatic rivet gun that works awesome. And aside from that, the lighting's going to get a little crazy for a second, but I want to show you this, because they sent us these little lights. They're magnetic, they're LED, and they work so well whenever we have to get a project done.
They've been super convenient, and because our end caps are steel, they stick on the roof. So I actually had moved it to the roof when I couldn't see inside anymore to see what Kyle was, which hole he was shoving the rivet through. So yeah, those have come in handy. We are super grateful for all of this awesome cool stuff we've gotten to try out, because it has been super helpful, and we can honestly say that like this is good quality stuff.
It is. And the last shout out goes to Vintage Trailer Supply. Not only do they sell these specific rivets that work so well, but they walk you through really what you're going to need for what project.
Yeah.
And that has helped big time.
And we didn't get any of the products from Vintage Trailer Supply for free or anything. They're just a really good resource.
But hey, Vintage Trailer Supply, if you're watching. Thank you guys so much though for watching today and coming along with us while we learn how to change this window.
Yes, so hopefully you enjoyed this project today. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to our channel to see more updates on the Argosy renovation and see how it's going.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Bye guys.